Hello and welcome, people, to another game, another day. This time it's Transport Fever we're playing in. I've been looking forward to playing this game for a while now. It's been a while since I played it last. Reasons being, I don't know. I tried recording this a couple of days ago as well, but for some reason everything lagged. It doesn't appear to be doing so now. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for a continuing series on this long term thing going. It's a huge map. It's the experimental sizes. So as you may see, it goes on for quite a while this way. And we have the end. Pretty grand, this thing. It's If anyone are interested in knowing how you unlock the experimental sizes, let me know so in the comments below, and I'll send you some descriptions on that. It's not that difficult, to be honest, but you gotta know where to go and what to do. Anyways, without further ado, I went ahead and did a little sneak peek around the opening edges here, the starting cities, so to speak. And what I'm thinking is we'll start off with Grand Rapids, at least, over here, and do a service this way, and one service going eventually to the Grand Prairie. Another option is to just start with Grand Prairie to Oxnard, and then later on expanding it to Grand Rapids. Doesn't really matter from my perspective. And then as the game goes on, I'm hopeful of getting a west coast line going and a east coast. It's not really a coast because there's no water here. There's some levels of water up here, so we'll have to do some kind of fancy shipping routes up here when we get to this area. And further along, it's not that much water in general, which is, it's fine. Can live with it. Would have preferred a little bit more water, but I want to eat easy map seed to share. And the map seed is CAG or CAG, short for completely average gaming. Now, I think we'll start off by having a line from Oxnard to Grand Rapids, which is going to go through this little valley here, which will make for some interesting scenery, I think. This is, by the way, this is very highly modded. There's something like 150 mods or something I'm using. I don't think I'll go through all of them, but major, I'm not sure if I'd call it a game-changing mod, but a big mod which will have a lot of impact on the game is the 4 times mod, or not actually 4 times, it's 4 divided by 4 times. This is really not working for me. There we go. Alright. Which makes time go slower, but it also makes, if I understand it, also makes money come in slower. Which, equals it out, but it gives you more time to play around, which is kind of fun, I think. And looking at this now, it would have been nice to have it a little bit more to the turn this way. Would have made for smaller turns over here. This is of course not going to work out because it's far too expensive. But shortening it down, we should be able to shorten down the cost as well. I think we'll have to accept that. The trick with Transport Fever is to do short instances of track. Just checking whether or not it was the left or right plane I was making now. Only going to have one lane, so to speak, at first, but eventually it will probably double track it. After placing this, I think we'll walking over here, see how things are looking here. Probably gonna want to go from Grand Rapids straight over to Detroit at some point, but that will be either a mountainous route or very expensive. And Victorville, fancy name for something. So, where to put the station? This will be like one of the main stations of the game series, I think, because there will be so much branching out from here. We'll have this line going here, which might actually be a loop going like this. Maybe to Austin, Victorville, and Grand Prairie and Oxnard. We'll see about that when we get further along. We'll also have this line coming to going on to somewhere. Whether that's a Lowell, Detroit, Victorville, I don't know. And it will also be the central point for both the East line and the West line coming out later on, I think. Things are still subject to change. Nothing is written in stone, but that's how it looks for me at this specific time of the day. I think we'll start off with two platforms here too, because I really want to hook up Escondio, something pretty early on as well. Might actually want to curve it too, just to get that nice look on it. There we go. What if we were to try to... this is going to be difficult no matter what we do. I think over here it will require some major town expansion, which is kind of risky early on, but sure, let's do... Let's go big or go home, right? Let's do 4 platforms, and we'll do a little bit of bulldozing or to get that in here. And immediately the flash starts going off like wouldn't believe. Get maybe a little less curvature, please. Maybe even less than that. Let's see. There we go. Will that work? Sure, it will. Right? Yeah. We'll make it work somehow, whether it wants to or not. And I'll immediately plonk down a couple of short stubs of track in different directions. Can we make it 120? We can. There we go. Like that. I think the station is now 240 long, which I think will be plenty for the foreseeable future. And what's up with the road now? There we go. And want it over or underneath, please. That looks great. Looks fine. Of course, that doesn't work because of pillars and stuff. Very unnecessary, if you ask me. But all right. We'll work something out, I think. Make it curve ever so slightly. Now it's colliding on the other end. Surely it doesn't have to collide anywhere. Fine. You know what? Starting off great with a lot of demolishing of stuff. Amazing. Maybe we actually want to do this as a tunnel. How much would that cost? That's 71, just going straight over. And tunnel would be impossible. Right? Let's try to do that again, shall we? Make it a little bit longer. Down, down, down. And there we go. That's the tunnel. That's way more expensive. All right. Over it is. There we are. No, there we're not. Come on, bridge me. There we go. 72. This looks nicer. We'll grab that one. There we are. And then connect it up in a non-weird way, please. Would be amazing if you could help me out. Mr. Construction Foreman. From there, please. No, don't want to do that. And that leaves a wildly weird thing going on. Alright, let's do it the hard way then. Old-fashioned way, one bit by a time, at a time. There we are. What happens if we hook this up? It looks fair enough, I suppose. And then we'll have to go over here, connect to the station. Did not want to do that. How about this? Will it look weird? It would. There we go. And while we're at it, let's send these ones out as well. That was not 120, but that's fine. Some compromises must be made, I suppose. We can fix that up later. That's what that means. All right, let's go over again. Can we get a? We can 106. I mean, I'm blowing all the budget on bridges for the first down. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There we go. Luckily, there is this one thing called the bank, which will be frequent users of, I think. Can we get that in a? There we go. That looks almost normal. Great. All right, let's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this track. If not, we'll connect it with this for now, and then we'll switch it over to the other track later on. 20, it's fine. 20 is fine again. We gotta change the angle here a little, somewhat. There we go. Pretty nice and straight. How would this look? That would look bad. Alright, let's get rid of this. Looks like the cheapest part to get rid of. Or probably the same price getting rid of it, but cheapest part to redo. 120, these are if you look at what you're connecting towards. 110. Fine. We'll demolish that too. And we're down to 109? Really? Is that how it goes? Alright. Do it manually then. There we go. That's 120 all the way. Sweet. Alright, let's hook this up to something that can buy trains. Because that's needed, I think. If not, there won't be any money coming in. There we go. Now there is, as I said, a lot of mods involved here, and a lot of them include trains and train artifacts, objects. So we'll probably have a ton of stuff to choose from as we move along. Let's see. It's 64. 36, 45 kilometers, and this was 50. Alright, let's go with the Class 53 Prussian G3 then. Shall we? Do we have anything that can go that fast? We do. Then this is what we'll be. 1, 2, 2 would be nice. Actually, let's aim for 3, I think. There we go. 42, let's maybe a little bit on the optimistic side of things, but we'll be fine. I hope. We'll see. In terms of public transport in cities, we'll plonk down one of these things, I think. I've tried to like figure out what is the most efficient way of public transport in cities. And I must say I've not really cracked the code on that one. Alright, let's plonk down one there and one over here as an inner route. And then not really prepared to invest any more in urban development at the moment. Let's throw down one there and then one over here as a outer route. And we'll see how that goes. Might need some readjustments at some point. We'll chunk down over here, a little out of the way for the city to grow. Leaning towards these ones, I think, although these are faster. Or difficult. Let's do 30 for the inner one. New line here to here to here. Great. Yeah, great. And then 3. Which ones did I choose? I chose these ones, didn't I? I think I did. Let's do the faster ones on the outer route. New line from here to here. That's the wrong side of the road there. Let's do that one as number 2 then. There we go. Yeah, probably fine. Medium difficulty, I don't think I mentioned that. Medium hilliness started in 1880 instead of 1850 because the 4 times mod, as well as the fact that it completely stopped now, huh? As well as the fact that the beginning part is a little bit more grindy than, might be fun. Can this thing have a tram track as well? No, it can't. And it would cost a fortune. Gonna invest early on in the... that was expensive. What if you throw it on the other side of the track? See? Half the price already. We can fit it. There we go. Right. And for... let's do the same kind of thing over here. The one inner line. And then we'll hook up these 2. I said I was done with urban development sponsorship. But it's expensive. I'll give them that much. There we go. Looks almost natural. Almost as if someone would have actually done something like that in a town. Throw down a few stops along the way. There we go. And a depot. For say, it was 14 in the other town. Is that something we can talk about here too? It's a bit far away. It's 20. Yeah, that's doable. Don't live with that. Let's do 3 of these for the inner one. Oh, that would be correct. Thank you. And like that. And then 3 of these for the outer line. I've never done lines in this manner before. In terms of inner city routes like these. So I'm not sure how this will go, but I saw some people arguing that this was the way to go, so I figured, well, I'll try it. I'll go along, Might want to get a scenic look at that new beautiful train of ours. It's in through full speed ahead, huh? Tried to do that. This was not my strong suit, huh? There we go. Beautiful. First train coming along. Stopping right at the edge of the picture. Great. Wonderful. Guessing we don't have any demand created just yet. No. Nothing. Not surprising though. We might as well try to catch a glimpse of the new wondrous technological beauty coming out of the woods here. For exit shot for the first episode. Thinking it might have been a bit more grindy than what one is used to from Factorio, but I think it might have been decent in terms of transport fever first episode. But that's my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you want to stay up to date on this series, on other series I do, on in general all things average, make sure to subscribe. And if you liked it, please let me know by clicking the like button. Alright, I hopefully will see you guys next time. Cheerio.